are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Herbert going to go to the air right away. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
To start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert now. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Chargers first down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
19 more yards. That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Donald Parrott. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Chargers 7, Chiefs 3.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He finds his man, Sky Moore. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11 from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Great effort by Derwin James on the stop.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey. And they move this all the way down to the 9. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Hey, 43, 15.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. Chargers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
It's 2nd and inches at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Chargers first down.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. He finds Ross. Right side. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. After one, 17-7 is our score.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Eckler now between the tackles. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got room. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Mahomes now on first down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
43.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
24, Chargers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now third and 3.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
A 44-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Here's Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Herbert off of play action. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. and they get one here in the passing game.
Herbert on first down now. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Touchdown! Austin Eckler, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Room here to run. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Look at the big man rumble. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Khalil back in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Play action. It's Herbert. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. On the move past the 40. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folding like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score Chiefs 34, Chargers 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Justin Ross, 26 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The 71 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Derwin James with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert looking for Ross again. He finds him again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And it's the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines. We take a break. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they're not going to get the kickoff in time. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Butker's kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I would kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Kansas City, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3.
That my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we wouldn't have ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni again it hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hook, don't find it. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down. Tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mom and daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you still wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign when I hit the game.